absolutely delighted that we're finally replacing the mammography equipment that's been here in the Mermaid Centre and in our breast screening vans in Cornwall for the last 10 to 12 years. And we're bringing in new technology, upgrading the mammography equipment so that we're providing better services for patients going forward and for the population of Cornwall.
So we are replacing 5 mammograms. 2 mammograms have been already replaced on mobile vans that are roaming the county to provide screening for the ladies. And then we are replacing all 3 static units with state-of-the-art equipment for our patients. And that involves a lot of enabling building works, because we update the air handling unit and the system within the whole building, for the whole building, not just the affected rooms. And then we're gonna upgrade the size of the rooms for the new equipment. And we're going to create new space for the staff and also new space for discussing cases with high-tech monitors and workstations for the team.
One of the big challenges around replacing equipment in situ, as we are doing here, is how we keep our services running and provide high quality services whilst the replacement project is ongoing. So we've phased the project. We've worked really closely with our colleagues in Keir and the Estates Department and our clinical teams to make sure that services can continue whilst we're doing this work. So the first phase of this project was to replace the equipment in the breast screening vans. We have 2 of those, and they go out and around in the community of the county. So that equipment has been successfully replaced, and our screening services are continuing as normal. And now we're into the exciting phase of replacing the equipment in the Mermaid Centre here in Truro. And we're using one of our old breast screening vans to provide equipment whilst we replace the equipment in the centre, 1 room at a time.
So our first phase started in October, and we're due to hand over that first phase in April. So during phase 1, we do the air handling unit land on the slab externally, which feeds the whole of the building and upgrades their ventilation system. Also during phase 1, inside the building, we complete the ultrasound room and the mammography room. So then once we've finished that mammography room and handed it over, we then start phase 2, which is the second mammography room, and also a record store, just improving that facility as well. Then once we finish the second mammography room, we then go into our final phase, phase 3, which is due to start at the start of the summer, so in June, and we make a start on the third mammography room, as well as enhancing the staff area, so their viewing room and their reporting room within the building. The key here was to maintain continuity for the Mermaid Centre. So as part of the enabling works at the back end of the summer, this Benz van behind us arrived on site, so we had to do some mechanical and electrical work to get that ready to go. So as soon as that was live, we could then move into the first mammography room, and this Benz van then takes over the flak from losing the first mammography room. This will be in use for the whole 12 months. Once we finish the final mammography room around about September time, October, the trust will move in and the Benz van can be potentially relocated at that stage.
Part of the thing we were doing and really focused on with the enabling package of works over the summer of 2022 was that the electrical infrastructure here, you can't quite see it behind the van, there's a big box. We made sure that's a permanent feature. It's here so that we have a new continuity here, extra infrastructure, and we then have the ability within clinical imaging to provide this scanner here whenever they need it. It's another option on the table for them to support patient services here.
So it's future-proofing.
Future-proofing and supporting our clinic going forward.
So all being well, the equipment will be all fully installed by October 2023, and that will be very exciting for the team here in the Mermaid Centre to be able to really start using that equipment for the benefit of patients. And will provide us with the latest technology, and there are new technological advances that this equipment gives us that we don't currently have, and the clinical teams are really excited about that.
So we have to live with the building works for a year, but the team is amazing and they are really trying hard not to disturb our clinical work, but we have to keep going with the clinical work in the background, obviously. And we are looking forward to it. We are already enjoying the new images from the vans, and we're waiting for the new technology to kick in.